NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Players. Excellent looking shot here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realised how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realise the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other. And a great start.
Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this team. We've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again,
Hold on here a second. She is winding up a big one. She wants to smash this as far as she can hit it. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Little Sheba down. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Third shot coming up at this par 5, still a good chance to make birdie.
Yeah, just make sure you have the right number and the right club.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second.
Well, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Drops for a par. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of this green, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
I love it. She just made a hole-in-one.
Join the LPGA. A hole-in-one.
Hole number 4 here at TPC Sawgrass. 384-yard par 4 deep fairway bunker to the right of the landing zone. You want to avoid that. What else is there to look out for, Frank?
Those huge mounds on the left. That just really is the bunker on the right. So this is one where you have to pick an object in the distance. Really focus on that.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
17 for most professionals, Frank, is a wedge or at most a 9-iron. That's a simple shot. What makes it so difficult?
Well, several things. The fact that the color of the hazard is yellow, which is a water hazard. So if you know your rules, then if that ball lands on the green and pitches in the lake, you have to go to a drop zone. You don't get to just drop it on a piece of land. And so even for the best players in the world, there's intimidation and there's embarrassment at stake.
You know what I love about 17? It is really simple. Wet or dry, and on Sunday afternoon late, win or lose. This is a good-looking shot. Birdie try up next. Shouldn't be a problem here. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today. I'm loving that balance.
Ooh, got all of that one. In straight, 325 yards in the fairway. Frank getting set for the second shot here at the fifth. What's the best way to go at it?
Rich, it's one of the hardest par fours on the golf course. There's nothing wrong with aiming right at the middle of the green here. You can certainly putt to where the flag is from there.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get high over. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, it's going to encourage a miss it. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
She's played some solid golf today. See if she can keep it going with another birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind. One of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those three little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Now the approach to the seventh. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green. Nudge this one home, finish it up. That's a solid par putt. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, The green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
Good-looking shot right here. This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation. Just 5 feet left. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen. Hazard?
Maybe wet.
That was terrible.
That one is in the bunker. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Drops it in for birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance.
Another good swing. Another good approach shot.
She has this for par. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Now to the 11th, par 5.
Good tee shot, and then you certainly think about hitting a hybrid or a lofted fairway wood into this green that's really narrow, one of the narrowest on the golf course. There's a little pot bunker left of this green when you go for 2 that often swallows up that second shot if it's a little bit too conservative. But there's a lake there. Seen more than one ball splash in the pond over the years.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
So they'll tap in. Count that for a birdie. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front. So a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Good putt. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. These putts keep the round together. Mark a birdie on the card. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up.
Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. She wants to smash this as far as she can hit it. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, she's firing on all cylinders right now, has really played mistake-free golf. It has been a pleasure to watch. This becomes a different kind of battle out there today with these strong, gusty winds. Players will have to think, they'll have to take extra club, and this will not be easy. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pop bunkers out on the right that, if your first time around, you might notice.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Well, that one didn't work out. It didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
What a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet. Well, that's the best that was going to be on the fringe.
Not too bad. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, you know what's great about 17? If a buddy's played the golf course and they come back and they tell you, hey, I played TPC Sawgrass, what's the first question they're always asked?
Did you hit the green?
What'd you make at 17? What'd you do there?
Yeah, but you know what the best thing about playing with your buddies in 17? Is when they hit it in the water.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this in this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. And that wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.